Hey guys, Casey Reese here from another video of what to be doing after the last video. I showed you what to do for like dressing and everything. Okay, so first thing we're going to be doing is to be able to get to be a real officer, you have to do paperwork. Paperwork sucks, but that's life. You have to do filing and everything. That's okay. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So, okay, first thing you're going to be doing is you want to get all your criminal work. Personally, this is what I have for active warrants, where they live, what they've been doing, and why they did it, and what year, what their name is, what address, you know, all that stuff that cops usually have on the computers. Well, mine's in paperwork. So what you'll be doing to get that stuff is you want to be going into your sheriff's department. For me, it's cdasheriff.com, and then you go to jail. When you go into jail, maybe your website looks different, but mine, I can get all the things, warrants, all that stuff, because that's just what you get for public. So once you get that, you can go in and it says jail. After that, you click on that, and the jail, it will say current inmates or any of that stuff. I look at all that stuff. I also look at current, like, sex offenders and all that stuff. So, for me, these are the current inmate lists. I have, like, different people. So, what I did is I took all the things and only printed out maybe, like, 15 pages. What you have to do is you take, like, a regular file like this. You mark it. For me, I did bounty and warrants. Okay, so after that, you will take your paper because you got to open it. You're going to take a stapler and you're going to put it and file it perfectly. Instead of going like on the side, you want to go like staple it on the top. So you're going to do that for both things. So when you're looking and you find, let's say, this person is James Eric Biddleson. So if I look through here and look over here, and then I say, okay, so if this person's last name is Biddleson, and then I find on a current inmate list with pending bonds and active warrant persons, then I say, oh, well, you guys both have the middle name Eric, so that is, well, I'm just going to trace you down. And I took a highlighter and lighted the name, state, county, weight, height, date of birth, everything that you can really get out of it. I don't highlight the whole page. And then you want to have an ink pen. That's a big thing. Okay, so once you have that, there's that. And I have a own like little desk down here. So that, and then if I open it, I have like arresting files and a whole bunch of good stuff. Okay, so these are some other files. So this is like a booking. So you know how in movies they like, I'm going to book you down. So this is also another booking summary. So who's had like let's see, for instance, this one person's name is Derek Brian Baker. Address is in Newman Lake, Washington, and then was driving without privileges, which is like either a DUI or didn't have a type of, didn't have a driver license. Okay, so next you'll have this is all your paperwork you usually fill out. So this one is for like if you get injured or a car accident, you have that. This one is for like if you have a concealed weapon. This one is for being at a council. This one is for public records request. And then this one is where, yeah, everything is. And, like, there's sex offenders. So, I look at that stuff. I'm like, oh, wow. So, you live here. Oh, you're a sex offender? Wow. Okay. Well, okay. So, I look at that stuff. That's like just the files I look at. And then also, if you haven't heard of this, there's a thing called FBI Vault. So if you type in your computer, if you have one, FBI Vault search, and you can actually find, you can search up, let's say, Roswell or Pablo Escobar. There's so many different things to search up. And you click on the PDF, and it actually tells you, like, what they wrote, like FBI wrote. They block out some stuff because, you know, they're secretive. Like, some things. So, I did, like, a flying disc for UFO. But UFOs aren't always aliens. They can be an unidentified flying object, which means they don't clearly know what it is. So people are like, oh, it's a UFO. Oh, it's a UFO. They're just saying it's an unidentified flying object. So, like this one in here was telling that, let's see, where was this? In Dallas, Texas, from 8:38 to 8:22 to 8:38 p.m., they had a flying balloon, like a weather balloon, in the sky, and someone saw a flying disc, and they knew it wasn't the balloon, so they called the Air Force, and they said the disc was in a hexagonal shape, and the weather balloon with a radar deflector was having they were trying to contact the air balloon because, you know, there's like stuff in it, and so they had a camera and looking around, and they actually found it, but shortly after they closed case because they knew that UFOs weren't real. But I believe in conspiracies for some reason. I don't know why. I just do. Not all of them, but some of them, like Bigfoot. I believe in some UFOs, not all of them. So, yeah. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for that video. Casey Reese out.